dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're talking about Monday Night Raw, June 2nd, 2025, at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We started off with a jacked up Michael Cole. He lost the bet, and so he must wear a Pacers jersey. But he looks good, man. He had them guns. I was like, damn, Cole. I like it. We start the show off with CM Punk, huge pop. And what's funny is I missed the first hour of this to go. I had stuff to do, but I missed the first hour. But then I did a rewatch, and I will say it kind of bummed me out because Punk came out, he talked about the summer of Punk, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, calls out The Rock and Cena, and he's talking about the Money in the Bank because he has a qualifying matches in the main event. But after I saw what happened going back, it was just kind of bittersweet because even Sami Zayn came out and told him, like, hey man, you need to win this. You need to go to the Money in the Bank, and you're the one that has to stop Seth Rollins. He's talking all this game and pumping up CM Punk, but now that I saw the finish and then I went back and saw it, I was kind of like, oh, okay, sure. But no, CM Punk, man, he put a lot down, and when he said Summer of Punk, I got all googly woogly boogly because I was like, oh, hell yeah, right? Well, I'm about to get kicked in the balls when we get to the main event. Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne backstage. And, of course, we got Io. And Roxanne's like, hey, I'm just trying to help y'all. Why won't you let me help? But they don't want her help. Not at all. Then we go right into our first match of the night. The Money in the Bank qualifying match, Stephanie versus Liv versus Ivy. Niall? Awesome. Oh my gosh, man. I really enjoyed this match. Stephanie Vancouver got the win. I was like, oh, all right. Shit, Julia's in this thing too. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, they're just being shot up to the moon at this point. And the fact that they're both in the Money in the Bank, I was like, okay. My wife was like, man, this Stephanie chick's awesome. I said, no, she is awesome. I really do enjoy her. But, of course, you had this whole thing with Roxanne, like, on Liv's mind, and, her losing this, then losing last week. Really not so great for Liv Morgan right now. Even her man, Dom, because it was funny. Liv is like, looks at Finn. He's like, I know you're doing something. You sneaky bastard, you. The demon is at play. But Stephanie wins. She is in the Money in the Bank. Then we have AJ Styles, and then Paul Heyman tells him, like, hey, man, you got your match tonight, in the main event. But I got to tell you, why don't you just go focus on Dominic Mysterio? Go get that Intercontinental Championship. Let the Money in the Bank be Seth's thing, not yours. And AJ Styles like, you know what, Paul? You can go screw yourself. We get a Rusev package. Every time I see these packages, I'm like, this is exactly what he did in AEW. Like, there's no joke. This is exactly the packages he did. The cryptic messages, something, sand neck. I don't know. He's just talking a bunch of stuff, but he's talking about Sheamus. And eventually him and Sheamus will go to war. Then when he cut to Maxine, Natalya, and Tozawa, and then Sheamus is back there. He gets to talk to Kelly. And I like what he says. I bully bullies. And he brings bangers. Bangers after banger after banger. So I like that line. I bully bullies. Bullies. So Sheamus and Rusev will have their time to fight each other. War Raiders versus the Judgment Day. I don't like their new theme song. The Judgment Day I'm talking about. I don't like it at all. I'm like, man, what happened to this? Is awful. Like, I just don't like it, man. But this was a fun match for what it was. New Day was on commentary. They got kicked out, but Roxanne came out to help the Judgment Day get the win. And, yeah, the Roxanne's working in Finn Balor's favor, not Liv Morgan's favor. But the Judgment Day do get the win, and I just don't like their new music. Becky package. This whole Becky Lyra thing's just getting, but we're just going to get it over with when we get the Money in the Bank. Then we got, Grayson Waller and the New Day. They're telling Waller, like, not AJ Styles, why can't I think of his name? Oh my gosh. A-Town Down Under? Oh my God. How'd I forget his name? Austin Theory. They're telling him, drop the dead weight, man, which is Austin Theory. And Waller's like, okay, that's what we did as the New Day when we did with Big E. Causing a little bit of friction there. Then, of course, American Made gets in the picture. We have Grande Americano tonight. El Grande Americano. We get a McAfee minute where he's just ranting and yelling on the mic. Being McAfee. Then Kathy's with Stephanie. And this is where, like, Stephanie's like, yeah, thank you. I can't believe I won, blah, blah, blah. Then here comes Mommy. And I'm like, oh, my God. The money. Print it. It just printed itself. Stephanie versus Rhea. Rhea welcomed Stephanie, and it was like a really awesome moment, man. I was like, oh, that is awesome. Then we get Boring Lyra coming out. Becky comes out, does her thing, and then ends up in a fight. And I'm just like, I don't care. I just hope Becky beats your ass at Money in the Bank. Penta promo package, he's going to be in the Money in the Bank, which is going to be awesome. Then we get Jay, Sammy versus Braun. What's funny is Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, with Paul Heyman coming out. I really don't get this group whatsoever with Seth. Someone called them the Seth Riders. They're the new Death Riders, but they're in WWE. I don't know. And this ends in a DQ. I was like, really awesome match. And it just ends in a shitty DQ finish because Seth comes out. Punk comes out, of course, and Seth's holding off his boys, and he's like, hey, man, you know where Punk's going to be in the main event. We already know what he's going to do, blah, blah, blah. So, they're going to try to cause Punk his Money in the Bank spot. Yeah, I was really enjoying this match, but the damn DQs, man. Hate it. Then we get the Judgment Day Clubhouse. No Carlito, no R-Truth, no nothing. The PlayStation 5 is gone. The screen is dark. Carlito, we'll miss you. But this is where Liv and Finn have a little bit of a, intense little moment because she's like, what are you doing? What is the cause of all this? He's like, hey, man, I'm not doing anything. Roxanne worked out for me. I'm sorry she didn't work out for you, but you lost twice in a week. And then in the background, you got the demon, Lunchbox or whatever. The demon is at play here. The demon is playing everybody. That's what I feel. And we get Kairi Sane versus Raquel. Liv joins her. Roxanne's like, I'll come out. She's like, no. But guess what happened? Kairi Sane lost because Io comes out, takes out Liv. They get in a big old fight. Kairi Sane gets the win. And I was like, yes. I don't like Raquel. Then we go right into Sammy's backstage. He's like, oh my gosh. And here comes Cross. I'm like, what are we doing with this? What are we doing with this Cross thing, man? I just don't get it. Everyone's like, we got to push Karrion Kross. I'm like, well, then there's nothing about the crypticness and all this that's making me even want to even see any of this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, even Sammy's like, what do you want? What do you want from me? God. We get a Julia package. She is on SmackDown. She's in the Money in the Bank. I did like when Liv came out, Ivy came out, before Stephanie came out, they did this huge package. But she got a big enough pop where I was like, okay, everyone knows who Stephanie is, which is great. Then we get Gunther. Wait, no. I'm jumping around. The Kathy with Roxanne. Roxanne's like, I'm just trying to help. That's all I'm trying to do. Not be evil. We get a Gunther and Jay package, and then we get Gunther and Jay in the locker room, and Gunther's like, hey, man, you did your same promo, same everything. And Jay gets up, stops him, and he's like, hey, I'm Jey Uso, bro. I'm the champion for a reason. You can talk all your game. I hate people saying that I'm nothing, I'm this and that. He goes, bro, I'm going to show you what's up. And it's 3 letters, 1 word, tap. Going to make him tap out. And thinking of, let me talk about my theory after this. Then we got that. Then we go to AJ Styles versus Punk versus El Grande Americano. And what's funny is he got CG on his boots. Because we're like, it's Chad Gable. No, it's not. It's Chad Gable. No, it's not. But he's on his boots. Mystery solved. But yeah, I really did enjoy this match. This is my match of the night. But of course, here comes Braun, and here comes Bronson, then here comes Jay, and here comes Sammy. Fight, causing Punk to be pulled out. I was like, all right, come on, Punk, you gotta fight the odds. You gotta fight the odds and get into the Money in the Bank. Hell yeah, brother. And El Grande Americano gets the win. This is where I just, like, that. This is what I mean. I saw this, then I went back and watched the promo before in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, go CM Punk. And now that I knew the finish, I was like, oh, it's kind of bittersweet hearing him talk now. Like, all this game. He's like, I'm gonna big bald freak, rock, whatever. This was a really great match. I just didn't like Braun, like the beatdown, and then freaking Seth is standing there, the same finish. I was like, this does feel like the Death Riders. The Mox cult. We got the Seth cult now. I just don't get it. They don't got a name. They all come out with their own music. It's just... so frustrating. I just don't like it. I don't. And this really kicked me in the balls. I was like, oh, so CM Punk is not in the Money in the Bank when we should have got CM Punk versus John Cena. But my theory is like, so they did 2 tsunamis to Jey Uso. He still has his title match on next Monday in Phoenix, Arizona against Gunther. So I have a whole theory of like, it's not a good theory either. It's a shitty one. So they take out Jay, and Jay's not going to work the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Punk is going to replace Jay with Cody. So it'll be Cody Punk versus Cena and Logan Paul. That's what I'm feeling. And then Triple H is like, there you go. You got your Cena Punk. There you go. Which I know really ain't going to make too much sense, but Cody's going to need a partner. This is why they did 2 tsunamis to Jay, and they're going to tell him, sit this one out, and it's going to be Cody and Punk versus Cena and Logan. I just have that feeling, and I have an even terrible feeling that Seth is going to win the Money in the Bank. Then on next Monday, when Jay and Gunther have a big battle, big, awesome banger of a match, Jay's going to win, and Seth Rollins is going to come out. And we have a new World Heavyweight Champion, which is Seth Rollins. God, me even saying that out loud. Because I went to the wife, I was like, what was it? Why? The Seth cult is here. And I don't know if I like it. I don't like it right now. But I'm mad. Will I like it? I don't know. Why, I thought Paul Heyman was going to put this together. I don't know. But this match put a bad taste in my mouth because I was like, El Grande Americano's in the thing. Unless he wins for some reason, then Chad's got his thing. I don't know. Punk should have been in the Money in the Bank. That's all I got to say. But overall, that was Raw. I give it a solid 3 out of 5. Match of the night was AJ Punk and El Grande Americano. Really didn't care for the finish whatsoever, but I did love the match. Moment of the night is Stephanie getting all that love. Yeah. And I still like the line, I bully bullies. But there we go. That's it. That's Monday Night Raw, June 2nd, 2025. Cole Pat on commentary. Yeah. But tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Why is WWE not on fire anymore? Why? And R-Truth, there was a lot of love for R-Truth tonight. Yeah, a lot of love for R-Truth. All right, y'all, drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share it to grandma, share the bone down to Walmart. And I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And now, looking to put her away with the SVB cover. But Karen Maxis qualifies for Money in the Bank.